What's up, guys? When I do my MD 12 days thing where I answer your guys' questions, I usually like to have something else to show you. So I have something very special to show you, actually, and it's right here. I got a new computer. I finally got a PC, but it is a laptop. A lot of people give me freaking horror stories about laptops, and they're like, oh my god, stay away for gaming. But I mean, that is issues of yesteryear. You guys have to, like, open your eyes to the future, because there are some companies, some computer companies, laptop companies, that focus only in gaming laptops, and they focus in making them work well when it comes to the issues of yesteryear. They overheat, they make so much noise, they will explode, they're not upgradable, or they're hard to upgrade. Even some things you can't even upgrade, or at least you couldn't. Like, some of the chips were actually molded into the inside. I don't know the technical terms of all that. This is actually a huge learning curve for me. I'm still really intimidated with it all. I did a lot of research, and some of you helped me out. A desktop is really not the best option for me, because with the situation here at home, I usually have my Mac here, my iMac. So I had to relocate to the living room so that I could be with my mom. So if for any reason she needs me immediately, I'm right there. And I'm not over here and I have to run all the way over there. So I had to relocate over there. So that's why my setup has changed. I was like, if I get a PC desktop, I would have to put it here. And it would be really pointless for me having to relocate, because it's like, well, I'd be here anyways when I have to be over there. So I need something portable. That's why I was like, as great as desktops are, I'm not saying they're better, that laptops are better than desktops. Of course not. Desktops are so much more practical, so much more easy. You could make them freaking beasts, probably a lot cheaper and a lot faster, a lot easier. But it wouldn't work for me because of my situation. I was like, I can't be moving a desktop from here to over there, and I can't have two huge computers over there. It doesn't work. So, and for the reason that I want it, I'm really not a hardcore PC gamer. A lot of the games that I like to play that are for PC are usually for console as well. I'm just used to console. I'm used to, a controller. I'm just used to it. Like, PC gamers are used to their thing. That's how I feel. But there are some games, especially older ones, that's what I was like, man, my list of games that I want are pretty much old games, or really exclusive gameplay style to PC. Like, when it comes to classic RPGs, like Baldur's Gate. Those are the games that I really want, and they're usually older, so I'm like, I really don't need to be upgrading every freaking 2 years or every year, and I don't need to have the most powerful thing. So I was like, I want something good, something that'll last me a good few years, even though I'm just playing older games. I want something good that'll last me. And where I'm like, okay, I want to play something newer. There's something exclusive to PC, newer, that I really want. I'll be able to play it. That's this computer. This computer is pretty beast for what I'm going to be using it for. So this suits me perfectly. I will have all the specs and all that, what kind of computer it is and all that in the description so you could see. I didn't think I was going to be able to get it. I thought I was going to be able to get something a lot cheaper, because I was thinking of, like, saving up for it, and I thought I was going to get it like further into the year. But I applied for a credit card, and I got a really good monthly payment plan for this. So I was like, hells to the yes, I'm gonna get something a little bit better. The payment is not bad every month, and that way I don't have to struggle with it, because I really don't know anything when it comes to computers, and like the whole, like, I'm like so lost when it says, do you want to upgrade to this? And it's like, I don't even know what it is. I'm like, I don't know. I'm so used to Mac doing everything for me that I'm like, I have been playing 2 games so far. I have Star Wars The Old Republic already, and I have Pillars of Eternity, which is so much fun so far. I really, really love it. It takes a long time to actually learn, especially if you haven't played classic RPGs like Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter Nights, those. I had never really played those, but I really wanted to get into them because that's what I like. You know, I love those huge games where you really have to think, you have to read, and it's like this huge lore and stuff. So that's what I really wanted a PC for like those types of games. The types of games that you have to play on a computer. Not like, oh, you could play Dragon Age now. I've played Dragon Age on the console. You know, there are mods on here, but that's not what I'm dying to play. Whatever. Mods are mods. You know, I love looking at them, where I'm like, damn, that's cool. But I don't need to play a game with it. So the reason why I really got this is games that work only with mouse and keyboard, point and click. It's a 17.3 inch, so it's big, but it's also thick. There are options with, this is MSI, by the way. There are options of it being thinner, and this is the gaming series. So like I said, this is made for gaming. It is easily upgradable. I have a warranty. It's never gotten hot at all. I keep touching it and I'm like, dude, it's even cold. I could feel the fans in the back. So the fans are they're good. You could even boost them up if you're running a really graphically demanding game or something. You could boost the fans. You have a button for it. It's never gotten it loud. My PS4 is a lot louder than this. So far I'm absolutely 100% pleased with it. This is the mouse I got. I don't know anything about mouses or mice. I want to learn how to like map the buttons. I wish I could get somebody to come here and tell me how to use it. You know, be like, okay, this is that. You know, that's what I really want. But we're a family of Mac users, so my brother knows a lot about computers. But he's just like, don't even ask me because I forgot everything about PC. And I'm like, whatever, dude. The mouse is Aphelion. An Aphelion gaming series. I'll put everything in the description if you want to see exactly what it is. I still haven't tested the battery on its own. But I have heard that it runs maybe like 5 hours, 4 hours. I don't know, but I really don't have to use it without it being connected. It could always be connected for me. It even has XSplit on it, I think. I saw this button that says XSplit. Like I said, I don't know how to use anything on it yet. I'm going to look into it. I'm going to read the manual because I really want to know how to use it well, because people were like, oh, are you going to start twitching? I really want to start streaming. I don't know if I'm going to do it with this computer because I could do it with my Elgato. But I'll see about it because I do want to start doing that. But don't expect it anytime soon. This, like I said, I have to learn all this first. And right now I don't feel comfortable with like going all out with it. I've just been playing at my own speed. I don't really care about a slight graphics or a slight performance. You know, I do know that it is better on PC. Games are better on PC. I know that. I'm not stupid. But that slight graphics adjustment, or that slight graphics gain improvement, I really don't care about that, you know? Like it's not even that bad, you know? The PS4 looks really good. And I'm going to take this moment to actually explain something about my Let's Plays. There's been some confusion, there's been some slight criticism, which I'm fine with, because I was wondering if you guys were noticing it. With my Witcher series, people are noticing, they're like, man, the frame rate really drops on the PS4. It looks bad on the PS4 or whatever. I'm so glad I played it on the PC. I'm not gonna, obviously the game does look better on the PC, but not by that much. Because on the PS4, what you're seeing, I want you guys to remember that what you're seeing on the video on YouTube does not represent what I'm seeing on the PS4. And here's why. My lovely editor, Final Cut Pro X, is a piece of crap. It's been good to me because it's been the best editor I've had, and it's easy and stuff, and I could do what I need to do on it. But it has this issue, and I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it either on my videos or other people's videos on YouTube. I've seen them on other people's YouTube videos, and I'm like, they're using Final Cut Pro X. It's got this stupid little signature, and I'm not gonna say signature because it's not really a signature. It's something that's wrong with it. When it renders a video, a lot of times if you have transitions in that video, and even if you don't, but if you have transitions, forget it. You're gonna get this stupid green flash at random points, and there's no way for you to. I've tried so many things. I've looked at so many fixes, and I've done it, and forget it. It still does it. And the reason is that when it starts rendering, if the video, especially if the video is long, if it has a lot of layers and transitions, for some weird reason, it freaks out and it throws in these green flashes. And sometimes it's to the point where you're like, I'm gonna freaking jump out the window and I'm just gonna scream bloody murder. Sometimes it's just one green flash and done. And I'm like, whatever, I'm not gonna re-upload the video, I'm just gonna leave it. But sometimes it's just like green flash, green flash, green flash, and it doesn't stop. And I'm like, there is a way to get rid of the green flashes. You actually have to go into the folder and delete these stupid, pointless files that just appear. But after you do that, you cannot let the video render. That's how stupid this is. You just have to export, no render. And I'm like, that's cutting a lot of quality from your video. So that's why you see my video drop frame rates. You don't just see the playthrough drop. You also see my video. When you see my face on the top corner dropping frame rate along with the playthrough, that means it's the video, not the playthrough, not the gameplay. Don't ever judge YouTube videos by what the person is actually seeing, because sometimes quality does drop a little bit depending on what the person is doing. And sometimes you could render it, but you can't have multiple layers. It pretty much has to be just one straightforward video, just one video, and that's it. I have video upon video because I have the gameplay, I have my face cam, I have I have a border underneath for the face cam, I have my audio, I have layer upon layer, so it makes the video just, I guess it just freaks out because it's bigger. So that is my computer. Lovely computer. The keyboard lights up really cool. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Whoa. And you can actually change the color that you want it to light up and stuff. It's a really cool computer. I really like it. But it's exciting because I can finally, play games that I've always wanted to play. It just feels like a whole new world to me. I said I was going to answer your guys' questions, and I haven't even done that. I had so much. I didn't think I had that much to talk about. A lot of questions on the previous video, the previous MD 12 days. A lot of them I've already answered. I asked some of you to ask me non-gaming related questions on Twitter, so let's see what you guys came up with. Hi MD, just a simple question. How are you feeling? Are you and your family alright? Aw. That's really nice. I'm feeling a lot better from my previous video, my previous MD 12 days. I'm doing a lot better, thank you. So I just have to keep busy, and I've been really busy lately, so I just have to stay in a routine and not fall out of it. Thank you so much for asking. When it comes to my mom, she's struggling. I don't want to go too much into detail because I really don't want to like depress you guys, because it's not anything, it's nothing pleasing to hear. It's nothing pleasing to talk about. Mayo or Miracle Whip? Neither. Miracle Whip, isn't that like a type of mayonnaise? I do not like any condiment. I despise ketchup. I hate mustard. I hate mayonnaise. It's all just so disgusting to me. Dressing, I do not like any of that stuff. Heads or tails? Tails, because I like Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog. Do you ever just look up at the stars? Always. I love doing that. Would you rather have mayonnaise teeth or mustard hair? Again, don't. Just don't. Should I try the double dip French toast from IHOP this week? Definitely. Anything French toast, yes. Are you interested in any sports? I love soccer. I played it a lot when I was younger. I don't really watch the leagues. I do watch the World Cup obsessively. I love the Olympics. I love watching swimming. I love watching gymnastics, diving. So I like a lot of sports. But my favorite is soccer. That's the one that I really participated in when I was younger. Since I was, oh my god, I think I started playing soccer when I was like 6 years old. My dad taught me. And I stopped playing somewhere in my 20s, I think. So it was something that, it was a big part of my life. When I was younger, I really liked baseball as well. I liked playing baseball. I liked playing basketball. I loved basketball when I was a kid. Actually, when I was in high school, I don't know if I've ever said this before. I think I have. But my nickname in high school was actually Kobe. Because they'd say that I would shoot it, that I would, I don't even know what that's called, that I would throw the ball into the basket like Kobe, that I would shoot like Kobe. They were probably being sarcastic, but yeah, my nickname was Kobe. I really like kickboxing as well. I did a little bit of that when I was in college. It's like the best stress relief, but I kind of busted my wrists because not only is it important for you to know how to punch and how to protect your wrists, but your partner, when they're holding the pads for you when you're punching, if they're gonna stand there like a freaking wall, you're gonna hurt your wrists bad. And that's what happened with me. I was partnered with this moron, and she was holding the pads like a wall. Like, she was like, you gotta give some leeway if you're holding the pads. And this moron didn't know about this, so I hurt my wrists. Have you ever eaten an arepa? No. Stupid airplane. Like, seriously, stupid. It's my favorite movie. I think I already answered that, but a long time ago. I really love Gone with the Wind. That's like one of my favorite movies, just because of how unconventional it is. The way it ends and all that. It's a really unconventional romance story, and I love that. Where I'm like, damn, that was awesome. Some people hate that, where they're like, oh my god, they want to see a happy ending, but I seriously want to see something different. Like, I want to see something that you didn't expect, or something that is unconventional, where you're like, that was cool. I saw a romance that was not quite a romance. I think that's probably why I like Shakespeare. It's really, really hard for me to pick one favorite movie because I have so many that are part of my life, part of me, that make me, like Star Wars, the original trilogy, Indiana Jones, the trilogy, Ghostbusters, both movies, the Back to the Future trilogy. Those movies are the ones that really make me who I am. I mean, seriously, I didn't realize I was wearing my Indiana Jones shirt until now, where I was like, wait. I was like, those movies make me. The penitent man will pass. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade is probably my favorite, but really there's no Indiana Jones movie that I do not like. Even Temple of Doom. A lot of people don't like Temple of Doom, but I think Temple of Doom is absolutely hilarious. It's so funny. I think it has some of the most memorable moments where you're like, that was classic Indiana Jones. If you think of classic Indiana Jones, freaking Temple of Doom has a lot. Kalima. It's gonna rip his freaking heart out. Last Crusade does too, especially towards the end with the whole Holy Grail thing. But Temple of Doom is just freaking classic. I mean, come on. You cannot. And, I mean, Short Round, Kid. freaking hilarious. What are some of your mom's interests, hobbies? And is there any places you like to go for peace and quiet? That's a good question. My mom's interests are pretty much the opposite of me. We're very, very much the opposite. I think I'm more like my dad than my mom. She likes sewing, she likes knitting, she loves crochet, she loves flowers, she loves all that stuff where it's just like, I'm like, I mean, not that I don't like it, I like it. Like, I love when she makes me my purses, my bags. She makes me those. I love those. I like seeing flowers, but I'm super allergic to flowers, so don't buy me flowers. Chocolate is better. I've tried crocheting. She taught me how to crochet, and I felt like I was gonna have a nervous breakdown. It's way too, it's way too tranquil for me. Like, I'm so edgy. I'm so nervy. Like, I'm constantly moving, constantly writing. I'm constantly like, when I eat something that I like, I'm like dancing, or I'll be singing little parts of a song just randomly. I'll sing to Charlie. Like, I'm very energetic. So she's extremely creative. She loves to make things with her hands. She loves crafts. I like to watch her. I love what she makes. She's made me these little monsters. This is the first one that she made me, I think. They're made out of yarn. This like really fuzzy yarn. And she made me Cookie Monster for a Christmas once. I was literally dying when I saw this. I was like, oh. Look at the button. The button is the cookie. And it's funny, there's like a little story to Cookie Monster with us, because every time, I don't know why, when I was like really young, like maybe 4 or 5 or maybe younger, when she'd walk by me, like I'd be sitting down playing, and when she'd walk by me, I used to love Sesame Street, and Cookie Monster was my favorite, but when she'd walk by me, she'd say, excusez-moi, you know, like, in French, excusez-moi. Like, we just say that in our family. We just say, excusez-moi. And I would go, Cookie Monster? I don't know why. I guess that's what I thought she was saying. Because it kind of sounds like it, excusez-moi and Cookie Monster. So I would go, Cookie Monster? She also loves to cook. I don't really like cooking. I like baking. But she loves cooking, and she's really good at it. Really good. So it's super sad that she can't do that stuff anymore. She tries sometimes, but she just can't. Sometimes she just has to sit down. She can't do it like she used to. Back then, the kitchen was her throne. Like, that was her place. And that's where she would always be. And where do I go to relax, I think was the other part of that question. There's 2 things that I do that really make me breathe, that make me relax a lot. In the night and in the morning. In the night, I go to my window here in my room, and I open it. And I just stare. I turn off the lights in here so that I can see outside better. Turn off the lights. And I just stare outside. That's why when there's someone was like, do you look at the stars? I always do. I just look up at the stars. There's so many trees in my backyard, so I just listen to the trees in the breeze, the rustling. I love just taking that moment of like silence and darkness and just appreciating it, and the smell. I'm really big on smells. It's so different from in the morning and in the night. In the morning, I get up, especially if I get up early. Whenever I get up early, I have to do this. 7, especially 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, because afterwards you don't smell this anymore. I go to either my window or the back door, open it, that cool breeze. It's almost moist in the morning. You feel that coolness of the air, and that's fresh. And when you smell it, it just has this moist smell, almost like it's going to rain, kind of. I love, that relaxes me more than anything. That I just like, that re-energizes me completely. I don't know why, but it's something that I love to do. So that's pretty much it. This video has gone so much longer than I thought. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your questions. For the next MD 12 days, ask questions here in the comments. I'll look through them. But I'm not going to be answering questions that I've already answered in the past. So for the next one, try to ask questions either non-gaming related or non-Mass Effect, Dragon Age, and Witcher related, because a lot of the stuff I've already talked about. If you want to talk about something when it comes to games, ask something different. Oh, and some of the questions I don't answer on purpose, like someone was like, are you going to talk about Horizon, like the new game Horizon? I still have so much to talk about when it comes to E3, but I'm kind of backed up. I wanted to catch up with The Witcher, because if I don't play The Witcher, because I'm just recording. So when I can't record, I can't play The Witcher. So I really want to get that out so that I could finally beat The Witcher. I apologize it's taking so long, but I've been enjoying it 100%. And I think that's the most important thing. Don't forget to look at the description if you want to know the details of my computer. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.